What's up guys, Grand Kahonu here at the Grand Scheme, and today I'm going to begin a series on how to evade special attacks. I'm not going to do just a general overview. That has been done very well by Dorky Diggity Dave over at Dork Lessons, so if you need some basic lessons on how to evade, how to set up your masteries to evade and all of that, make sure you check his video on how to evade like a ninja. What I'm going to do is post a series of videos on how to evade specific champions, and even more specifically, how to evade the ranged special attacks of specific champions. So as we know, there are two fundamental kinds of special attacks. The first kind is a melee attack, which basically all you have to do is get out of the way. So for example, we have Hulk and Colossus. I'll show you some clips now to show you what that looks like, just simply moving out of the way. When he rushes, evade, evade, and special. He does that about 90% of the time. Evade, evade, special. See what I mean? Okay, so that's all there is to it when you're evading melee attacks. There is no special trick. The only thing you need to know is what those specials look like for each specific champion and how many times you're going to have to move back to get out of the way. When it comes to ranged special attacks, though, there is an added level of difficulty because it requires that you know not just the movements of the champions, but what kind of ranged special it is, whether it's a beam or an energy attack of some sort, or whether it is a projectile attack, and those are going to require different things from you. A lot of champions, well, we might say it this way, basically the ranged beams, you're going to have to watch the champion for a visual clue. Now, it's been pointed out that the screen will tint darker, but for me, maybe it's just my eyesight, but I have a little bit of trouble seeing that. So on these champions, you're going to have to watch the opponent, because they will give you a clue, a visual clue, or cue rather, on their movement that will tell you precisely when you are going to evade. Other projectiles, if they are ranged specials, if they're projectiles, you're going to have to watch the projectile itself and evade right before it gets to you. So today what I want to do is duel Iron Man and give you an example of one that you have to watch your opponent for the visual clue as to when you should evade. And he's relatively easy to get down, so check this out. I'll show you how to evade his first and his second specials. Okay, so the visual cues that you are going to be looking for when you are fighting Iron Man are for his first special, when he thrusts his arms forward. So when he's going to fire, he's going to draw his arms back and then thrust them forward. You want to time your evade with that forward thrust, and that will evade the beam. For his second special, he will boost himself up into the air and then fire his beam, and you want to evade when he gets to the top of his jump, and that will evade his beam there. You can't counter the second one immediately because you'll get to him before he lands and miss that first punch, so you want to wait just a moment before you counter. So let's see if I can get him to use both of these specials here. Right when he thrusted his arms forward. Let's do it again. There you go. Now let's try to get him to a second special. Right as he gets to the top, and you'll see he actually pulls his arms back there too, and that's another clue that you are going to evade. Let's try it one more time. Like that. And when he thrusts his arms forward. And that is how you evade Iron Man's first and second specials. Let me know what you think. Does this help you to evade his specials? Leave a comment below. Like the video, share it with your friends and with your alliance. And before the day is out, make sure you go and smoke one down. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Grand Kahonu, and I will see you next time right here on the Grand.